This Christmas season, I'm excited about a lot of things, and one of those is to kick off my first National Commander's Red Kettle Challenge. I'm inviting every Salvation Army unit across the nation to join me in something joyful and big, and I hope each of you will be a part of it. On December 13th, every kettle counts. Every coin, every bill, every tap of a card makes a difference, and this year the need in our communities continues to be great. We'll be watching to see which locations raise the most to support their neighbors in need. The top kettles in each market category, large, medium, and small, will receive special prizes, including national recognition. And I'll personally visit one of your local events to celebrate your incredible hard work. Plus, the top fundraiser in each category will be invited to attend next year's Red Kettle Kickoff and the Dallas Cowboys Thanksgiving Day game, an unforgettable experience and a joyful way to celebrate your impact. This is the perfect opportunity to rally your entire community. Invite volunteers, advisory board members, echelon groups, local influencers and ambassadors, and elected officials to stand with you at the kettle. Let's show them what the heart of the Salvation Army truly looks like. So get ready to ring that bell. Let's help our donors, volunteers, and partners give with joy, making December 13th, 2025, a day of record-breaking generosity. May God bless you throughout the Christmas season. Hello, I'm Commissioner Merle Heatwall, and I'm pleased to welcome you to the National Commander's Red Kettle Challenge. We're here this afternoon in Alexandria, Virginia at the local Walmart, and we are looking forward to having an opportunity to share about what's happening both in this area and what's happening across the country. I'm pleased to have with me this afternoon Captain Lars Youngholm, and he's going to share a little bit about what's happening here in the Alexandria area.
Absolutely, Commissioner. So first of all, I want to say thank you to all our volunteers and all our bell ringers and also all the people who come here and put some money into our kettles. We have at our core, at our location here in Alexandria, we have what we call the Alexandria Railton Residence, and that is a place where some of the graduates from our rehabilitation centers can stay for 2 years. We have a social service program. We have a very extensive music program where people can have their children come and for free can get free music lessons. All of that needs to be funded, and we're so grateful to everybody who gives in this season.
Well, thank you for all that you're doing throughout the season. I know this is a very busy time for you, and we're grateful that you came out this afternoon just to share a little bit with us. And we also have Major Todd Mason, who's going to come and share a little bit about what's happening throughout the DC area here.
Hey.
Welcome, Major Mason.
Great to be here again. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what's happening here in the DC area overall.
Yeah, so our command covers all of Northern Virginia, suburban and Southern Maryland, and the District of Columbia. And so we have multiple core community centers around our command that are all doing incredible things. But one of the things that we are noticing an uptick in this season, at least, is food insecurity. Okay. And so a lot of our core are focused right now on, and Area Command, on thinking of new and innovative ways to help meet those needs. So Great. Whether that includes a random pop-up food distribution or hot meals on later at night, we're trying to think of new ways to help meet those needs. So a lot of the kettle funds this year are going to go toward food purchases.
And how is the kettle drive going so far this year?
Yeah, so we have 10 core in the command, and they're all doing very well. They're working so hard. Very grateful for the communities for really stepping up and supporting the Salvation Army. And what we're trying to stress to them is that the money that goes into those kettles stay local, but it also helps us well into the new year.
Great.
We're not just a seasonal organization, we're year-round, and so the money that our donors donate really helps us into the new year.
Okay. And as you think about what you're seeing so far throughout this year, what has the demand been like for the services of the Salvation Army in this area?
Yeah, the demand's been high. For example, just in the DMV alone this Christmas, we're providing angel tree assistance for 12,056 angels.
That's wonderful.
So that's a lot of families who are going to be helped in a way that forces them not to have to make hard decisions about whether to pay the light bill or whether to buy Christmas gifts. But the two things we really noticed an uptick in the last few months especially is food insecurity, as I mentioned, and also utility and rental assistance. So a lot of people are really struggling to make ends meet and to pay their bills, to pay their rent or their mortgage, and so we're really seeing a lot of need in those areas.
Well, we appreciate everything that's happening in this area. Captain, come on in with us and let's just do a little bit of bell ringing here and get some enthusiasm going on. Okay.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing.
Your sweet smile is warmer than the sun in the sky. The light in your eyes makes my world come alive. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy is in the air, alright. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Ooh, it's such a beautiful life. Such a beautiful life.
Well, once again, we welcome you back here to our local Walmart store, and we are so appreciative of all that Walmart does for us each year. Whether it's the Kettle locations that we can have kettles at throughout the country, whether it's the Angel Tree program that they support, through the food program that they are providing meals at Christmas time. All of those are wonderful ways to support us and help us to make a difference in local communities across the country. One of the wonderful things that they're doing this year is doing a match up to $500,000 of their holiday meal program. So if you would like to donate a meal, that will get matched by Walmart. Also on their online donations, they are matching, or they are having a roundup where they will allow you to give a donation to the Salvation Army as you're purchasing your items online, and then that roundup amount will come to support the Salvation Army's campaign this Christmas season. Now, one of the wonderful things with the Angel Tree is the way that it makes a difference in the lives of individual children across this country. And Major, tell us a little bit about one of your experiences in that area.
Yeah, it's amazing how everything connects, you know, and how certain opportunities open up for us to be able to serve and minister. And a lot of our Angel Tree recipient families can't afford a vehicle. And so when they come to pick up their toys at distribution, they ride in an Uber. And when a family came to pick up their gifts, we were able to meet the Uber driver who had also been experiencing extremely rough times. And so we were not only able to connect the Uber driver to resources to help with their specific situations, but we were also able, because of the kindness of Walmart and the community with the gifts they give us for Angel Tree, we were able to supplement the Christmas for that family. And it's just amazing that an Uber driver who had no clue that what he was driving people to left with a feeling of hope. And that was just a really heartwarming story for me.
That's a great story, and it's always wonderful when we can make a difference and an impact on the lives of any individual that comes to
Absolutely.
us and gets in contact with us to provide services. The Walmart holiday meal donation is at walmart.com. You can add $5, $15, or $25 to your cart at checkout to support that meal donation program. So we look forward to seeing the wonderful support that you're going to give. And the Angel Tree program through Walmart goes through December 15th. So you just have a couple of days left to get involved, whether that's at your local store or on walmart.com. But we do encourage you to continue to support us through the Christmas season, through Walmart's effort and all the other Christmas Kettle efforts that are going on all throughout the country.
In the quiet town of Bethlehem, over 2,000 years ago, a miraculous event took place. It was a night like no other, a night that would change the course of history forever. Mary and Joseph, a young couple chosen by God, were traveling to Bethlehem, the city of David. Mary was with child, carrying the Son of God. The angel reassured Mary, saying, "Do not be afraid, for you have found favor with God." In a nearby field, shepherds were visited by an angel, shining with the Lord's glory. The angel reassured them, "Do not be afraid, for I bring you good news of great joy. Tonight in Bethlehem, a Savior has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord." As we reflect upon this miraculous birth, let us turn our hearts to the mission of the Salvation Army during this sacred season. The Salvation Army, inspired by the love and compassion of Jesus Christ, continues to serve those in need. During this special time of year, they bring hope to the hopeless, comfort to the hurting, and warmth to the cold. To all those who have been touched by the Salvation Army's kindness, we extend a special invitation for you to join us. You are not alone. We welcome you to find your local Salvation Army and become part of a caring community that extends the love of Jesus to those who need it most. This Christmas season, let us remember the true meaning of this special time.
Guadalupe had come right in between the two camps, and we were right in the midst of where there was quite a bit of damage and loss of life. Most first responders see over 188 tragedies, and it's just a lot for people to go through, to experience in their lives. Not only are they experiencing those things, they're still showing up, working these long hours in the heat. We just want to be there to be available for them so that they have a place to share. Governor Greg Abbott was there to do a press conference and to give some words of hope to the community. So it was good to be able to speak with some of the media and be able to counsel them, pray with them, and just talk to them about some of the things that they've seen and gone through over the last several days. If you'd like to help us with our efforts here in Texas, you can either call 1-800-SAL-ARMY or go to helpsalvationarmy.org.
This year, something extraordinary happened at Plover Place, our newest housing program for chronically unhoused singles. One of our very first residents was a gentleman whose health was failing. He didn't have a home, but he needed end-of-life care. Because of this new housing program, he finally had a place to call his home, his own room, his own bed, and his own peace. Our case manager worked quickly to bring hospice services right to him, and when his sister flew in from Florida to see him, she walked into his room and broke down in tears. She told us, he finally has a safe place. He's finally not alone. Plover Place became his refuge, something he'd never known. He asked for a Bible, he prayed with our captains, he spent his final days with dignity, care, and love. We never expected to need hospice services at Plover Place, but we did expect to show up for people in their hardest moments. That's what the Duluth Salvation Army does, through food, shelter, spiritual support, and hope. And none of it happens without you. When you give to a Red Kettle, when you sign up to ring bells, you make stories like this possible. You create safety, you restore dignity, and you bring hope to life. This season, please give with joy and ring with purpose.
Well, we want to say thank you to Major and Captain for being here this afternoon and for joining us for this event. We're so grateful for all that you're doing throughout the Christmas season, and we just pray God's blessing upon you throughout the Christmas season.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Commissioner. Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Commissioner Merle Heatwall. The holidays remind us of the power of giving. Every bell you ring, every dollar you donate, every meal you deliver, and every hour you spend volunteering helps us meet the needs of families who are struggling. Last year, with your help, the Salvation Army reached nearly 28 million people with essentials and hope. This year, we need you again. Time is a gift, and it's yours to give. By volunteering at your local Salvation Army, you can change the lives of those in need in your own neighborhood, not just during Christmas, but all year long. Visit SalvationArmyUSA.org and sign up to volunteer with your local Salvation Army today. Let's give with joy and fill this holiday season with hope. Merry Christmas! Well, we're happy to welcome to our National Commanders Red Kettle Challenge, Mr. Art Taylor, one of our National Advisory Board members. And Art is at another location where he and some friends of his are out there ringing the bell for the Salvation Army. Art, tell us a little bit about what you're doing and why you think this is so important for everyone to get involved.
Well, thank you, Commissioner. It's always great to come out and participate in a Red Kettle drive. And we're here in Clinton, Maryland, my hometown, and people have just been so generous coming out and giving what they can because they know, like you and so many others, that people around the world and certainly in America are having some difficulty, some people. And we want to be able to do what we can to help. And what a better way to do that than to support the Salvation Army, especially through the Red Kettle, because it's through those gifts that we're able to do so much, to help people who don't have homes, to help people who are hungry and need food, to help people who just need a hand up and some hope in order to get through a difficult moment. And I couldn't be more happy to join you in this challenge and to give what we can and to enable a way for others to give and support the Salvation Army as well.
Well, Art, we really appreciate your support and what you're doing to provide leadership in the area of nonprofit giving throughout the country. And tell us a little bit about just the trends in giving and what challenges that we're facing right now in many different areas as far as giving is concerned.
Well, what most people don't realize, Commissioner, is that over the last 25 years, we've seen a dramatic drop in the number of people who give to nonprofit organizations. And as a result, organizations are struggling to meet the needs that we see. And I want everybody to appreciate the power of the Red Kettle, because what it says is no gift is too small. It doesn't matter if it's a nickel, a penny, $1, $100, or $1,000, or $1 million. Every gift matters. And so we want people to feel that they do have agency to create change in the world. One penny, $1, one quarter at a time. And if we do that, then we can begin to shift that trend of less people giving to nonprofit organizations. And as you know, Commissioner, the impact that we have here at Salvation Army is so great. We're helping millions of people around the world who are struggling and need a hand up and need hope. So what a better way to contribute than to give to the Salvation Army through the Kettle.
Well, Art, again, we thank you for your wonderful support both today and through the work of the National Advisory Board and the expertise that you lend to us as an organization through that avenue. We also see you've got some musicians there with you, so we want to give you an opportunity just to share some music with us today as well.
We do, and we're going to sing Joy to the World.
Wonderful.
You ready? My group is ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. Heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and earth and nature sing.
Wonderful. And what we're
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing.
Bevan Bells has been working with the Salvation Army for close to a century, and we supply all of the bells for the Salvation Army Kettle campaigns. We're so proud to be working with the Salvation Army because of all of the good the Salvation Army does for people all over the world. We are the bell-making capital of the United States. And in fact, we're the only bell maker still making bells in the United States. I'm Cece Bevan, and I'm 6th generation family member at Bevan Bells. The bells are such an iconic part of the Salvation Army Kettle campaign. And we know how critical the Kettle campaign is. So for us to be able to be a part of helping to raise all of those funds that are raised every year, and all of the wonderful joy that it brings to people and help that it brings to people, and for us to be able to work with them and just be a small part of that makes us feel a little bit like we're helping to do our part in bringing that success to the organization. And honestly, it's one of the relationships that we're most proud of. And when I talk to people about the company and the history of the company, it's one of the very first things I bring up. Hear that? That's a bell that's ringing with joy.
We prep all week what we're going to do, and then Sunday happens and we just let the Holy Spirit take over.
Conventional church, you have a lot of structure. Dinner church, it is structured, but we come in, we fellowship, we sing the songs. We don't care what you look like. We don't care what you smell like. If people come in here homeless with their bags, and we go pick you up. We can come pick you up. We can pick up the women from the senior living facilities. We pick up people off the street. We're not making them feel that they have to be of a certain essence to be in the room.
The variety of people that come, they come as they are. They don't need to impress, whether, their hygiene's a little off or whatever, wherever they're at, we meet them and get to serve them a hot meal, share a message, prayer request, let them get some hygiene, food pantry. So it's a great thing to be a part of. It changes my life every Sunday.
Me and my friend were walking down the street and we seen Lieutenant Donald taking all this stuff in the building. We asked him, "What is that?" And he said, "I'm trying to set up a thing called dinner church." for, people around the neighborhood to gather together and talk about God. So we went inside. I've been going since day one. I haven't missed a Sunday. I love it. I love the worship that he gives. I love the songs. And when I leave there, I feel great. So I keep coming back.
My name is Lieutenant Donald Cooper, and I'm currently stationed in Kansas City at the Prospect Corps. Dinner Church is a fresh expression of what the Holy Spirit can do during church. Hospitality has been our biggest hook in being here. The music is on, the coffee's hot, the food is good, the space is decorated beautifully, and all that so that it can be the hook, so that they can be introduced into a relationship with Jesus Christ.
I don't think I would go to a regular church. I would love to come to a place like this where nobody's judging. It feels like family. Come as you are. When you leave here, you leave not only full and spiritual full. He's welcoming you to the pantry if you need anything. If you need a clean shirt, come on over. He's loving, and it's like this was what he was made to do.
That first night we had 20 people. We gave hygiene, we gave food, we sat around the tables. I told my story about how I was lost in the streets and how I was an addict for 10 years in and out of the prison systems, incarcerated, but look what God has done in my life. Because attendees were heavily people that were from that community of unhoused and addicts, it really hit home for them.
I didn't feel like I had a place I truly belong until I started going to dinner church, because I had a lot of things going on. And when I talk to Lieutenant, it builds my strength back up, because sometimes I question, which I shouldn't. And I don't think I will make it without being able to talk to him or our dinner church, for real, because they are my family. So it's helped me a lot.
To hear prayer requests at the end of the night, people begging, Lord, please deliver me from my addictions. Crying out to God about getting out of relationships that are physically abusive. Crying out for cures for diseases and violence, people who have lost their sons and daughters to the gun violence in this community. To hear people who were unwelcome in Sunday morning church, who accidentally found church on a Sunday night, crying out to God again. I can't put words to it. To remember the place that God found me, and then to be a part of someone's journey where God finds them. I cry a lot. On the way to work, I cry. When I go home, I cry, because I'm so thankful that, one, God did not hold my past against me. But two, that He has used everything that I've ever been through to move people out of their circumstances. And sometimes I still don't believe it. It's more than I could have ever hoped, dreamed, or imagined, God's plan for me. And then to be able to witness God doing the same thing over and over again, I know that I'm experiencing revival. I know that in hearts, not in a building, not in a program. We experience revival in hearts, sitting around dinner church tables.
Welcome back. We are very pleased this afternoon to have with us Miss Virginia volunteer, Kennedy Fuel. Welcome.
Welcome. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being a part of this effort. And tell me a little bit about how you've gotten involved with the Salvation Army and why you're supporting us this Christmas season.
So we all know about the Salvation Army and love them, especially during the holiday season. When you hear that bell, you think Salvation Army every single time. But for me, it's my happy place. It's where I find the most joy. My family's a part of the Salvation Army. I'm thinking of the kids with the Red Shields Kids Club and the adults I serve with every single week at the soup kitchen in the Lynchburg Corps. It just is so much fun to serve and be a part of a community that is bringing so much hope. The Salvation Army truly is just incredible.
Well, and I know that as a part of Miss Volunteer Virginia, that you also have a platform that you try to make sure that people are aware of. Tell us a little bit about what you are hoping to accomplish during your time as Miss Virginia Volunteer.
So I'm very passionate about today's youth. I want to leave them with skill sets that inspire them to be the best versions of themselves. After all, we are all so much more than meets the eye. So I've rebranded into the RISE projects: resilience, insight, self-love, and empathy. With those 4 key tools, I truly believe you can step into who God's called you to be. So as a public speaker traveling to the YMCA, the Red Shields Kids Club, like I mentioned a second ago, I'm able to leave that lasting legacy where kids know there's so much more and just inspire them to be the best version of themselves.
Well, that is a wonderful thing to be working on, and we pray that God would just bless your efforts throughout the time that you're serving in this current role. Now, as we think about volunteerism, one of the things that is very much true is that there are wonderful opportunities for people to get involved in volunteering through the Salvation Army and many other organizations. So tell us a little bit about what you've seen as far as the spirit of volunteerism across the country.
So we are actually on the iconic Angels Train Express. It's a partnership we have with Amtrak Virginia, where we travel to meet all the Salvation Armies across our great state. And it just is so inspiring to see the hope that the Salvation Army truly is bringing through. You know, the Angel Tree program, ringing the red kettle bell, it's inspiring us to serve, because when you choose to use your God-given gifts and talents to change the world around you, you become the best version of yourself. And that's what happens when you serve with the Salvation Army.
And that's so great. And we would just encourage, if there are any people out there right now today that would want to get involved, particularly in the Red Kettle campaign, you can go to registertoring.com and sign up to spend a couple of hours out at the kettle, ringing the bell and helping to support the Salvation Army in our effort this Christmas season. Kennedy, it's so wonderful that you've been out here to participate today, and we're so grateful for the role that you're playing in promoting the Salvation Army and volunteerism across the state of Virginia.
Thank you. It's my honor.
Hi, I'm Commissioner Merle Heatwall. The holidays remind us of the power of giving. Every bell you ring, every dollar you donate, every meal you deliver, and every hour you spend volunteering helps us meet the needs of families who are struggling. Last year, with your help, the Salvation Army reached nearly 28 million people with essentials and hope. This year, we need you again. Time is a gift, and it's yours to give. By volunteering at your local Salvation Army, you can change the lives of those in need in your own neighborhood, not just during Christmas, but all year long. Visit SalvationArmyUSA.org and sign up to volunteer with your local Salvation Army today. Let's give with joy and fill this holiday season with hope. Merry Christmas! Well, we're back again with Kennedy Fuel. And Kennedy, tell us a little bit about why you chose to be a volunteer in the first place. Why is that so important for you?
For me, I find so much joy in serving others, but it's more than just that. It's my calling as a child of God. I live by the Bible verse, Mark 10:45, even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve others. So that's what I love so much about Volunteer America, is it literally empowers me to do my calling, love God and love people. And through the Salvation Army, you can continue to do that. It empowers you to do that too. So it's just beautiful that we have that partnership, because both really do align hand in hand.
That is wonderful. And we, again, just encourage you, if you have the opportunity to volunteer at your local Salvation Army, go to our website at salvationarmyusa.org. You can find the local Salvation Army that's closest to you and find out how you can be a part of the wonderful ministry of the Salvation Army, not just during the Christmas season, but throughout the entire year. So thank you again, Kennedy, for just sharing these wonderful insights as to what it means to be a wonderful volunteer.
Hey, I love the Salvation Army, so it really is my honor. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Commissioner Merle Heatwall. The holidays remind us of the power of giving. Every bell you ring, every dollar you donate, every meal you deliver, and every hour you spend volunteering helps us meet the needs of families who are struggling. By volunteering to ring with your local Salvation Army, you can change the lives of those in need in your own neighborhood, not just during Christmas, but all year long. Visit registertoring.com and sign up today. Let's give with joy and make this holiday season brighter for everyone. Merry Christmas.
We were located in an area where the Guadalupe had come right in between the two camps, and we were right in the midst of where there was quite a bit of damage and loss of life. Most first responders see over 188 tragedies, and it's just a lot for people to go through, to experience in their lives. Not only are they experiencing those things, they're still showing up, working these long hours in the heat. We just want to be there to be available for them so that they have a place to share. Governor Greg Abbott was there to do a press conference and to give some words of hope to the community. So it was good to be able to speak with some of the media and be able to counsel them, pray with them, and just talk to them about some of the things that they've seen and gone through over the last several days. If you'd like to help us with our efforts here in Texas, you can either call 1-800-SAL-ARMY or go to helpsalvationarmy.org.
Okay. And are they getting me? Oh, now it's starting to come back. But okay. Well, Kennedy, again, it's so great to have you out here with us this afternoon and sharing what's happening in the world of volunteerism and what you've done. We're talking a little bit about my own experience. Any questions that you might have about the Salvation Army and how people can get involved?
Yeah, so I know you just told me you've been basically all over the place, from Costa Rica to London. I want to know about a specific experience that you've had in London that just was like, wow, I'm exactly where I need to be. God has called me to the Salvation Army, and I'm fulfilling that calling.
Well, one of my roles when I was in London at our international headquarters was to be the International Secretary for Business Administration. And at that time, we were adopting a new communication center of moving from Lotus Notes, which is a real old system, to Office 365. And so I had the opportunity to oversee that effort of making that changeover across the entire Salvation Army world. And the way that God used that was that was right before COVID hit that we had implemented this around the world. And because of that, it allowed us during that time when we couldn't go out and make visits across the world to be able to still stay in touch with our territories around the world through the avenue of Teams, which is a part of Office 365. And so that was just God's hand just making sure that we were prepared for what was going to happen, even though we had no idea that that was going to take place. And it's such a wonderful thing because the Salvation Army serves in 134 countries around the world. And so to be able to keep monitoring what's happening throughout the world without having that type of a communication tool would have been so difficult.
Yeah, no, that is so beautiful. You know what I love about the Salvation Army is it caters to the community right where they're at. So each corps is different. It figures out what that need is, what their people need, and they feel that need. The hope is just beautiful, and to see how you were playing a part of that too and creating that legacy and just making it stronger. Like, thank you for your service. Thank you for listening to your calling and letting God guide you in this life, because you're blessing so many others, including mine right now.
Oh.
So thank you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate that. And it is a wonderful thing for donors in particular to know, and people that are considering volunteering, but particularly those that are giving a donation, to know that that donation stays right within your local community. And we do tailor services to meet the needs of that local community. And so here in the United States, we have a number of different types of programs we do, whether that's rental assistance, whether that is food assistance, whether that's shelter programs, all different types. But it's also always based on what that local community needs. The same thing is true around the world. In other parts of the world, the Salvation Army operates wonderful school facilities, which we don't do here in the United States, but in other parts of the world we do that. We have some medical facilities where we're providing services that people otherwise wouldn't have access to. And so it's just a wonderful thing to be a part of an organization where you're really looking at what are the local needs and how can we best respond, and how can we bring people along to help us in accomplishing that goal. And of course, volunteers are so important to what we do throughout this country and around the world.
I totally agree with you, and I really want to hone in on donations for a second, because we're ringing the bell right now. We're live in Alexandria, and being on the Angel Train Express, I had a sweet girl while we were in Williamsburg too. It was like, all I have is a quarter. I'm so sorry. That quarter is making a difference. No donation is too big or too small. It's helping the Salvation Army continue to provide that hope in places that we just can't do on our own.
It definitely is, and that's the beauty of the Christmas Kettle campaign, is that you can have those very small donations and they quickly add up. Last year we raised nearly $100 million through the Christmas Kettle effort. And so that's people just giving individual donations. And of course, we're facing the reality that people don't always carry cash with them anymore. And so that's why the beauty on this sign, we've got a QR code that people can come up and snap a picture of that. They can pay through Google Pay, Apple Pay, PayPal, or Venmo. So any way that they would normally do other kinds of gifts, they can do that to the Salvation Army through those tools. And if they can't come out and be here and scan the QR code, they can go to our website at salvationarmyusa.org and make that donation there as well.
It's just too easy, right? Too easy to make
That's
an
right.
impact. You've got to jump in, because there's so many programs too that are making a difference. I'm kind of curious too, like, what program really speaks to you? Because there's so many different things the Salvation Army offers.
Well, there are probably two that are really important to me. One is just the work that we do with young people across the country. That's sort of my heart for ministry, is serving young people and seeing their lives change. And my wife and I had the opportunity to be in charge of a summer camp program for the Salvation Army for 3 years, and to be able to see the young people that would come out and would just have the opportunity to get away from what might be some poor circumstances in their home life, and to be there at the camp and really to feel safe and secure. And one of the young individuals that we worked with during our time in one of our appointments, later on, she wrote to us, wrote specifically to my wife on Facebook, just to say how much of an impact that summer camp had been, because she said, you didn't know what was happening within my home, but it was an abusive situation. And that time every year that you would take us out to camp was the one time during the year that we would feel safe. And it was because of that, we knew that there were still good people in the world, that we could have hope, and that we could see that there was really something that could bring joy into our lives.
It's beautiful. Wow, the impact that the Salvation Army is making. I love it.
Thank you.
We're going to try to go live.
Okay.
Major.
We'd like to have an opportunity to talk to Major Richard Peace from Lodi, California, if he's able to unmute his microphone, and we'll share with him and hear what's going on. And can you hear us, Major? We'll go to a video and come right back.
There we go.
Your sweet smile is warmer than the sun in the sky. The light in your eyes makes my world come alive. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy is in the air, alright. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Ooh, it's such a beautiful life. I'll be here for you. You'll be there for me. Oh, it feels so good to help somebody. It's nothing but joy. Feeling such a beautiful life.
Major Peace, I think we've got the technical issues worked out. So we want to hear what's happening there in Lodi, California. What's the Army up to in that part of the world?
Hi, Commissioner. How are you today?
I'm doing very well.
We're having a great time here in Lodi. I have with me some great folks in the back. We've got some of our friends from here at the Lodi Walmart, and as well some folks from Liberty Tax Service who have sponsored our challenge today. And we're excited to have them with us, celebrating what the Salvation Army does here in Lodi.
Well, tell us a little bit about what those services are that you're providing in Lodi.
Absolutely. So the Salvation Army in Lodi has been here since 1889, and we have a men's, women's, and family shelter. We also provide food every day to families in need. We have a feeding program at our shelter as well. We're getting ready for our Christmas assistance program, and we have a thriving core community center here as well. One of the great things about our program, I'm going to ask one of our trophies of grace to step in here. I want to introduce you to Jason. And Jason is a graduate of one of our ARCs and now works here at the Salvation Army in Lodi. And I thought you might be interested to hear how the Salvation Army has transformed his life.
That would be great.
It was about 3 years ago. I was living in my car out by the freeway and picked up a drinking habit again. And I finally realized that in order to get myself together, I needed some help. And that's when I turned to the Salvation Army. Went through the pre-program here in Lodi. And then I went over to the ARC for 6 months and graduated. And right after I graduated, fortunately for me, the job opportunity that I have now that I've been working at for almost 2 years was open. And that's where I've been ever since. And I've been able to share the hope that I've experienced through the Salvation Army with some of the men that are having trouble with life just like me. So big giant thank you to the Salvation Army.
That's fantastic, and we're so grateful that the Salvation Army was able to have an impact on your life. And I was just sharing with our representatives from Miss Volunteer America about some of the things that really touch my heart about Salvation Army ministry. And I had shared about youth ministry, but the ARC ministry is right up there as well because of the lives that are transformed each and every day through that service. Major, any other things that you would like to share with us as we finish up this afternoon?
Well, we'd just like to share that, sorry, I've got to move over a little bit, trying to figure this out. But just like to share that it's the community that helps us transform lives. And every gift that goes into our Red Kettle here in Lodi, which, by the way, Commissioner, I don't know where you're at on your total, but we're somewhere north of about $8,000 since 10 o'clock this morning. And every one of those dollars stays here in Lodi and helps transform lives like Jason's, so that we're helping people, not only giving them a hand, a helping hand, but also helping them transform their lives with the love of Jesus Christ.
Well, that is wonderful, and we're glad to hear that wonderful report of what's happening there today. And we just pray that the campaign will continue to prosper through these last 12 days before Christmas, and we'll be able to see you and all of the Salvation Army units across the country meet their goals, because that's so important to be able to provide the everyday service that we provide, not just at Christmas, but throughout the year. So thank you very much, Major Peace, for being with us this afternoon, and God bless you and your ministry there.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. And we hope that we'll win the challenge and we'll have you at our next annual dinner.
That would be great. I hope so too.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Mom, why is there stuff out here? Let's go.
I just need a minute, okay?
I know, I'm sorry.
Hey, can't stay here.
Okay. Sleep in heaven.
The first night of the Christmas concert of the Tabernacle Choir, and that was wonderful.
Was that so much fun?
Oh,
It's
it was.
incredible.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
such a wonderful group. Okay. Well, we are very pleased to have with us Miss Volunteer America, Lauren Pellegrini. And Lauren, tell us a little bit about your involvement with the Salvation Army and how you've come to know what we're doing in our ministries.
Yes, so when I was Miss Utah Volunteer before competing for the national title of Miss Volunteer America, I really wanted to step into our philanthropic partnership with the Salvation Army. And in Utah, the Salvation Army doesn't have a huge presence. So I was really able to be a driving force in getting out in the community and serving those, especially in Salt Lake City. And then taking that to the national level. I was just with you guys at the headquarters in July, where I was able to go and paint the Turning Point Center at the women's facility who houses women and children who are facing domestic violence. And just being there and seeing the impact that we are not only doing in the community nationwide, but worldwide with the Salvation Army is truly incredible. And so being able to be here this Christmas season, lighten the Christmas spirit by angel trees, bell ringing, all of the above has been so incredible as a national ambassador, and then seeing our state title holders do as well is really making a difference in our nation.
Well, I know you've been very influential in encouraging all of the state Miss volunteers to get involved and actively participate in the Salvation Army's campaign. Tell us a little bit about how you're doing that and how that's working out.
You know, each year Miss Volunteer America gets better and better. Our state title holders get more involved. And so people like Kennedy and all of them are really diving headfirst into this partnership and really getting involved. Each year we try to encourage them and trying to get them to grow it in their state, because at the end of the day, it can be very prominent in one state, but in the next it's not. So we are the driving force for really getting out in the community, really making the name known, and just helping those who need it most.
And for you personally, tell us how volunteerism is so important to you.
I grew up in a very service-oriented home, and so it's always been a huge part of my life, and I think it formed me into who I am today. And so I think getting people into volunteerism, it really has to start with a passion and start with what you're passionate about. So really encouraging our state, local, and girls who just really don't know what their passion is, to get them involved in service and let them find their heart, because it's somewhere to be found.
It is. Well, we really appreciate the work that you're doing, and I know that you've got a platform of your own of things that you're really trying to focus on and promote as far as volunteerism is concerned. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so my SERVE initiative, as we call it in the Miss Volunteer America organization, is movement has no limits, neither do you. What started out as mental health advocacy quickly changed into me being a coach for the Special Olympics and really advocating for all abilities. So I am now a Special Olympics coach and have been working hand in hand with the Special Olympics for 2 years now, really advocating that you have so much potential and you're just waiting to reach it.
That's fantastic. And again, we would just encourage anyone that wants to get involved in volunteerism to take that opportunity to make a difference right within your local community. That we have opportunities for you at the Salvation Army. There are many other worthwhile organizations that you can get involved and volunteer, and we encourage you to get involved and make a difference within your local community. Thank you to both of you for the wonderful opportunity that you are giving us just to hear more about your organization and the way that people can make a difference within their local communities.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Commissioner Merle Heatwall. The holidays remind us of the power of giving. Every bell you ring, every dollar you donate, every meal you deliver, and every hour you spend volunteering helps us meet the needs of families who are struggling. Last year, with your help, the Salvation Army reached nearly 28 million people with essentials and hope. This year, we need you again. Time is a gift, and it's yours to give. By volunteering at your local Salvation Army, you can change the lives of those in need in your own neighborhood, not just during Christmas, but all year long. Visit SalvationArmyUSA.org and sign up to volunteer with your local Salvation Army today. Let's give with joy and fill this holiday season with hope. Merry Christmas!
Giving back brings joy. Spread joy this Christmas season by ringing the bell for Salvation Army. You can get connected at salvationarmyusa.org. I'm going red kettlebell ringing this Christmas. What are you doing to do the most good?
I am Miss Volunteer America 2026, Lauren Salambini, and today I am volunteering at the Salvation Army at their Turning Point Center, which houses women and children who are facing poverty and domestic violence situations. Poverty is a very complex problem, and this place is really rejuvenating these women's lives, allowing them to have a new beginning, feel a little bit more at home. Today we are repainting the hallways, so come along with. Join me in doing the most good by visiting your local Salvation Army chapter at salvationarmyusa.org. And I promise the life that will be changed is yours.
Okay.
This year, something extraordinary happened at Plover Place, our newest housing program for chronically unhoused singles. One of our very first residents was a gentleman whose health was failing. He didn't have a home, but he needed end-of-life care. Because of this new housing program, he finally had a place to call his home, his own room, his own bed, and his own peace. Our case manager worked quickly to bring hospice services right to him, and when his sister flew in from Florida to see him, she walked into his room and broke down in tears. She told us, he finally has a safe place. He's finally not alone. Plover Place became his refuge, something he'd never known. He asked for a Bible. He prayed with our captains. He spent his final days with dignity, care, and love. We never expected to need hospice services at Plover Place, but we did expect to show up for people in their hardest moments. That's what the Duluth Salvation Army does, through food, shelter, spiritual support, and hope, and none of it happens without you. When you give to a red kettle, when you sign up to ring bells, you make stories like this possible. You create safety, you restore dignity, and you bring hope to life. This season, please give with joy and ring with purpose.
We're happy to welcome you back and to be able to join with us this afternoon Captain Jim Pritchard from Porter County, Indiana. How are you doing, Jim?
We're doing great. How are you?
That we are doing great here in Alexandria, Virginia. Tell us a little bit about what the Salvation Army is doing in Porter County.
Yes, well, today we're trying to stay warm. It's the wind chill is under zero today, so we are grateful to be indoors here at the Walmart. They're very gracious to us here, so we are so excited to be here today with you. But Porter County, we are so excited that we have our 8 tree program going on right now. We have over 500 kids that we are expected to come through our 8 tree toy shop. We just hosted a first ever Christmas party for our adoptive family participants with United Way. Those 20 families got to come and enjoy dinner with us on Thursday night, have Santa there, they were able to get some gifts, and just have a good time to come in and relax. So that was an exciting time for us. We were able to, glad we were able to partner with the United Way for that event this year. On top of that, we have our normal food pantry program. We have seen triple numbers of families coming through our food pantry. The need has been great here in our area, so We've seen about 30 families come through, probably a little more than 30 families, new families coming through our pantry in a month. So we know that there's a great need for these donations today, which is why we're out here. I've made a goal of myself for $20,000 to beat the national commander today, so we're all excited. I said, hey, I actually know the national commander personally, so this is going to be a good day for us to get out. Even though it's cold out, we're still out here. So we got some great sponsors already on board. We have a match day today as well, so we are hoping to make that $20,000 goal today.
Well, thank you, Captain. We're appreciative of all you're doing there in Porter County and hope that your campaign is very successful. Is it starting to snow there yet? I know there's some snow moving through the Midwest. Are you getting any of that yet?
Yeah, we had a little bit of snow today. We got Santa here. He came out of the sleigh. We got the Grinch here as well. So they're out here greeting the kids as well today. So, yeah, it's a little cold, but snowy.
So that's great that you've got that support there in Porter County, and we are so grateful for what you're doing, and we wish you the best in the Red Kettle Challenge, and hopefully that you'll be able to come out on top, and we'll be able to see you even more in the new year.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks for all you're doing. God bless you, and have a Merry Christmas.
God bless. Merry Christmas.
December 13th is the National Commander's Red Kettle Challenge, where we are aiming to raise money for the Salvation Army. I encourage all our local and state title holders to get involved with your local Salvation Army and try to raise the most. I'm going Red Kettle while ringing this Christmas. What are you doing to do the most good?
Hi, I'm Commissioner Merle Heatwall. The holidays remind us of the power of giving. Every bell you ring, every dollar you donate, every meal you deliver, and every hour you spend volunteering helps us meet the needs of families who are struggling. By volunteering to ring with your local Salvation Army, you can change the lives of those in need in your own neighborhood, not just during Christmas, but all year long. Visit registertoring.com and sign up today. Let's give with joy and make this holiday season brighter for everyone. Merry Christmas. For Allison, then, is that what you're saying? Well, we're back here live in Alexandria and happy to have again with us the representatives from Miss Volunteer America. And Lauren, I know that you feel that volunteering is very important. And for those that are out there that would be watching and thinking about what they might be able to do, one of the things that we have said as a part of our campaign this year is that we want people to give with joy. And I'm sure that you have experienced joy not just in the faces of those that you've been serving, but also in your own life. So tell us a little bit about how volunteering can bring joy to you as an individual.
Yes, and this is what I say every time I'm serving with the Salvation Army, but it's my infamous quote that says, "I promise the life that will be changed is yours." We are helping so many people when we are working with the Salvation Army, but at the end of the day, as a volunteer, I walk out feeling like a better person, like I know myself more, and that I've done the right thing as a human being and I can be happy. And so it really has been an incredible opportunity to not only get to know these people that I'm serving and get to help out in the community, but also learn to know myself and know what I'm passionate about and my capabilities, and just being able to give back because I'm so fortunate to live the life that I do.
That's wonderful. And Kennedy, what about you? What would you say to people that are considering volunteering? What difference does it make in your life when you volunteer?
You know, Lauren just really honed in on something that's very important to me. It's realizing how fortunate you are. Gratitude happens when you choose to find that joy, right? You're thankful for the blessings that you have. And through serving with the Salvation Army, it's helped me to count mine. I see even the smallest things are the biggest blessings. So I'm so thankful for, the joy that I've found through serving through the Salvation Army, as well as the joy that it's giving to so many others through all its various programs. It really is exceptional to see.
So we encourage you to get involved, give with joy, be able to experience the joy of making a difference in the life of someone else. And we are here again just sharing that joy with those that are coming in here at Walmart, but we want you across the country to be able to experience that joy on a personal level as you get involved in volunteering and doing what will make a difference in the lives of your friends and family within your local community. We'll keep ringing here.
Your sweet smile is warmer than the sun in the sky. The light in your eyes makes my world come alive. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy is in the air, alright. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Ooh, it's such a beautiful life. I'll be here for you. You'll be there for me. Oh, it feels so good to help somebody. It's nothing but joy. Feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy's upon you and I. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy makes such a beautiful life.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing.
I wish I could go to Emma's. My dad's working late. Gotta watch the boys. Long shift tomorrow. So much homework. We could get them clothes for Christmas. No, I can just make something. Is this all that's left? I know we have beans. That'll work. I don't need this one. I'm not that hungry. We're fine. If I can get them to bed, I can do my essay. No, what do I do? Not again. I don't need to wash my hair. Turn it back on. Breathe. You're fine. And Dad will pay the water bill. We need water now. You really need groceries. We'll figure it out. Breathe. He works so hard. It's okay. We're in this together. Everything's okay. These tips will help, but only a little. Maybe I could get a second job. My dad has a second job. We don't need help. We have each other. But I'm so tired. We can do it alone. We'll figure it out. We've made it this far, but what if they could help? We're fine. We don't need this.
Hi. What's your name?
Anna.
Anna, how are you? I'm okay. Yeah. What brings you to the Salvation Army?
Well, we're pleased to welcome you back here to Walmart in Alexandria, Virginia. And one of the things that Walmart does to support the Salvation Army throughout the country is by the Angel Tree program that operates not just in their stores, but also online. And Lauren, I know that you've had the opportunity to work with that, and I believe you too, Kennedy. So tell us a little about your experience with the Angel Tree program.
Yes, I was actually serving last night at Tyson Square in Washington, D.C., where I was able to work at a booth and really engage with people and try to get them to participate in the Angel Tree donation. One thing that social media has been so great at is this year a lot of influencers online have created a trend where we are picking up an angel from the Angel Tree and really spoiling them this Christmas. I was actually a product of one of the Angel Trees one year as a child, and so I understand that we are making a difference in these children's lives. Whether it seems so minuscule, it is really a big deal for these children, these families, these mothers, fathers, and so I would just say that those little details that you find so minuscule, they really do make a huge impact, and you are changing the lives around you.
Well, thank you for what you were doing last night and for the experience that you shared with us. Kennedy, have you been involved with the Angel Tree program as well?
I love the Angel Tree program. You know, we're on the Angel Train Express right now, our partnership with Amtrak Virginia, serving across the state, serving with the Salvation Army. So a lot of that right now looks like sorting Angel Tree operations, getting them ready for their distribution days. And it has not failed up to this point that every corps has doubled their numbers. I'm thinking Newport News, for example, 1,700 kids are getting Christmas gifts this year, 400 senior citizens including. So it's beautiful to see the growth of that program and the legacy that it's creating, as it's making such a huge impact for kids to have memories that are going to last a lifetime.
Well, we know that both of you have been so actively involved in the Miss Volunteer America. And for young professionals, there are so many different opportunities that you might have to get involved with an organization. And for the Salvation Army, one of our newest avenues of service is through our Echelon program. And that is specifically for young professionals to serve within their local communities, to get involved in volunteering, to serve in the community, to helping to support the Salvation Army in those local communities. We have currently 42 active chapters across the country. We hope to have over 50 within the next few months. And if you are a young professional and you're looking for a way to get involved with an organization, we would encourage you to check out our Echelon program. You can go to our website, salvationarmyusa.org, and look up Echelon to see if there's an Echelon chapter close to you. If not, contact our National Echelon chairman, and she would love to help you to get something established even within your local community. As you think about opportunities for young adults in our world today, what are some of the things you would encourage them to do to get involved in their communities?
You know, I think especially as a college student who is really pursuing a business degree, I mean, service goes a lot further than you think it does, whether it's on your resume, whether you see it in the workforce. It really does. It's very telling about character. And so I think kind of what I was pointing at earlier with finding your passion and really finding the love for service, it takes you a far way in life, whether that's in the workforce, personal life, emotional life.
Sure. And Kennedy, anything you would like to add as far as getting involved as a young person, as a young adult?
Yeah, 2 philosophies my mom has always told me that I live by. 1, step outside of your comfort zone. Yeah. You got to be comfortable with getting uncomfortable, but number 2, surround yourself with people who care about others. Yeah. When you choose that as your atmosphere and your mindset, you're adapting that as your philosophies too, and you're going to have a heart for service. So I want to be in a corner with people who love others too, because after all, 2 of our greatest commandments are love God and love people. Live by that. Success is around the corner.
That's great. And again, we encourage you to get involved. We're out here ringing the bell at Walmart and encourage you to get involved in your local area as well.
And have a Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Commissioner Merle Heatwall. The holidays remind us of the power of giving. Every bell you ring, every dollar you donate, every meal you deliver, and every hour you spend volunteering helps us meet the needs of families who are struggling. By volunteering to ring with your local Salvation Army, you can change the lives of those in need in your own neighborhood, not just during Christmas, but all year long. Visit registertoring.com and sign up today. Let's give with joy and make this holiday season brighter for everyone. Merry Christmas.
Giving back brings joy. Spread joy this Christmas season by ringing the bell for Salvation Army. You can get connected at salvationarmyusa.org. I'm going red kettlebell ringing this Christmas. What are you doing to do the most good?
Bevan Bells has been working with the Salvation Army for close to a century, and we supply all of the bells for the Salvation Army Kettle campaigns. We're so proud to be working with the Salvation Army because of all of the good the Salvation Army does for people all over the world. We are the bell-making capital of the United States. And in fact, we're the only bell maker still making bells in the United States. I'm Cece Bevan, and I'm 6th generation family member at Bevan Bells. The bells are such an iconic part of the Salvation Army Kettle campaign. And we know how critical the Kettle campaign is. So for us to be able to be a part of helping to raise all of those funds that are raised every year, and all of the wonderful joy that it brings to people and help that it brings to people, and for us to be able to work with them and just be a small part of that makes us feel a little bit like we're helping to do our part in bringing that success to the organization. And honestly, it's one of the relationships that we're most proud of. And when I talk to people about the company and the history of the company, it's one of the very first things I bring up. Hear that? That's a bell that's ringing with joy.
And tell me where's he from?
North Carolina.
Okay. Well, welcome back, and we are glad to have joining us this afternoon Representative Donnie Lambeth from North Carolina, and we're just so grateful to have you here sharing with us. And tell us a little bit about your involvement with the Salvation Army there where you're at.
Well, there's so many people in our community that needs help. It is a tough time for so many families, and it's amazing the work that the Salvation Army does to help those families in need. And you can see that here when we're at Walmart, families that are coming in and they're happy, they're excited, but you know that many of those families are struggling and they need help by the Salvation Army and other agencies here in Wright County with the state.
Well, we appreciate the support that you're giving, and as we've been talking to Miss Volunteer America and Miss Volunteer Virginia, one of the things that we've encouraged is volunteerism. And what would you say to those that are out there that would want to get involved in supporting the Salvation Army during this Christmas season?
Well, I personally think that one thing that will make all our communities across America better is more people volunteering. And fortunately, we have people that are retired, they're living longer, and they're able to get out and volunteer, just like I am. And I love helping agencies across our state and across our community. And I think that's going to make a difference in the kind of community that we live in. So I encourage anyone that's got a little free time, don't stay at home and watch TV all the time. Get out, whether it's reading to a child, listening to a child read, or volunteering here with the Salvation Army, doing a good thing for our community. It's going to make a huge difference, in my opinion.
That's great. And again, if there are any people that are watching that want to get involved in the Red Kettle campaign, they can go to registertoring.com and sign up to spend a couple of hours out at the Red Kettle. Major, tell us a little bit about what's happening in your local community. What does the Salvation Army do there to serve people?
Sure. Well, we operate the only family shelter in Forsyth County. And so men, women, and children who are in the midst of crisis and need a place to stay are coming to us and trying to get back on their feet. And certainly those that we're trying to prevent them from becoming homeless, help them with rent and utilities, food pantry. But then we've got programs for children to learn and grow at our Redfield Youth Center, our senior center for those that are in the older years that got a little more time and want to be with others, and just any way to encourage and promote hope in our community. We're active every day, and it's because of the volunteers like our representative here and many others who make this Army happen.
Well, we are so grateful for the service that you are giving there within your local community. Tell us how your Kettle campaign is going so far this season.
Kettles are up, and we're so thrilled about that because the need is up as well. And we know the Lord provides, and it's just been a blessing this season to see all the volunteers coming out, supporting the work of the Salvation Army to touch lives and to inspire all and to give all a better quality of life.
Well, we thank you both for taking the time this afternoon just to share with us and to be able to hear a little bit about what's happening there in your local community. And just a reminder to all of our donors that every dollar that you give stays within your local community. So you will be making a difference in the lives of your friends, your neighbors, as you share and support the work of the Salvation Army right where you're at. Thank you both, and have a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Mom, why is there stuff out here?
I just need a minute, okay?
I know, I'm sorry.
Hey, Can't stay here.
Okay.
I wish I could go to Emma's. My dad's working late. Gotta watch the boys. Long shift tomorrow. So much homework. We could get them clothes for Christmas. No, I can just make something. Is this all that's left? I know we have beans. That'll work. I don't need this one. I'm not that hungry. We're fine. If I can get them to bed, I can do my essay. No, what do I do? Not again. I don't need to wash my hair. Turn it back on. You're fine. And Dad will pay the water bill. We need water now. You really need groceries. We'll figure it out. Breathe. He works so hard. It's okay. We're in this together. Everything's okay. These tips will help, but only a little. Maybe I could get a second job. My dad has a second job. We don't need help. We have each other. But I'm so tired. We can do it alone. We'll figure it out. We've made it this far, but what if they could help? We're fine. We don't need this.
Hi. What's your name?
Anna.
Anna, how are you? I'm okay. Yeah. What brings you to the Salvation Army?
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing.
Your sweet smile is warmer than the sun in the sky. The light in your eyes makes my world come alive. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy is in the air, alright. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Ooh, it's such a beautiful life. I'll be here for you. You'll be there for me. Oh, it feels so good to help somebody. It's nothing but joy. Feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy's upon you and I. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy makes such a beautiful life.
Bevan Bells has been working with the Salvation Army for close to a century, and we supply all of the bells for the Salvation Army Kettle campaigns. We're so proud to be working with the Salvation Army because of all of the good the Salvation Army does for people all over the world. We are the bell-making capital of the United States. And in fact, we're the only bell maker still making bells in the United States. I'm Cece Bevan, and I'm 6th generation family member at Bevan Bells. The bells are such an iconic part of the Salvation Army Kettle campaign. And we know how critical the Kettle campaign is. So for us to be able to be a part of helping to raise all of those funds that are raised every year, and all of the wonderful joy that it brings to people and help that it brings to people, and for us to be able to work with them and just be a small part of that makes us feel a little bit like we're helping to do our part in bringing that success to the organization. And honestly, it's one of the relationships that we're most proud of. And when I talk to people about the company and the history of the company, it's one of the very first things I bring up. Hear that? That's a bell that's ringing with joy.
Welcome back, and we're very grateful to be able to have joining us this afternoon Representative Bernie Jacques from Pinellas County in Florida. And Bernie, share with us a little bit about your American Dream story and what you have been involved with as far as the Salvation Army is concerned. I think you're muted there. But try this again. Can you unmute your microphone on your end?
And it's going to get cold.
How's now? Can you hear me?
But that's okay.
Okay. Now we can hear you.
Oh,
All right, great.
Okay.
Well, I would
So
say,
once again, welcome Representative Jacques, and tell us a little bit about your American Dream story.
absolutely. My life is a testament to the American dream. Came here with my family from Haiti. We fled political persecution. And this country, the state, has offered us so much freedoms and opportunities. And now, fast forward, I've gone on to be an attorney, an assistant state attorney, and now a state representative representing the People House District 59, where I fight every day to protect freedoms and opportunities. God has truly been great to us, and it's time to give back.
Well, that's wonderful. And tell us a little bit about how you've gotten involved with the Salvation Army and why you feel it's important to support the Salvation Army during the Christmas season and throughout the year.
Well, I think it's important because I'm in the service business, and there's no greater partner, there's no greater organization that's known in our nation and in our state for service than the Salvation Army. And so it's a no-brainer to partner with the Salvation Army during the Christmas season and throughout the whole year.
Well, and we've been here talking to Miss Volunteer America and Miss Volunteer Virginia, and they have been just telling us about how important it is for people to get out and be involved in volunteering. And as you have had the opportunity to volunteer both for the Salvation Army and in other circumstances, tell us a little bit about the joy that brings to you personally when you have those opportunities.
Well, this is a season for joy. And when you're out here and you're greeting the people, you're wishing them a Merry Christmas, you can sense the warmth. And you know, Florida, it's pretty warm compared to where some of our other colleagues are across the nation. But you can feel that Christmas warmth that's happening. And it's all about giving back. And hopefully it has ripple effects. And those folks go out into their communities. They go and spread that warmth as well. And together, when we do that, we'll have a better state, a better nation, a better world.
Well, thank you very much for your support, and we hope that you have a wonderful response there to your bell ringing this afternoon. And we just thank you for giving your time to volunteer and support the Salvation Army this Christmas season. God bless you and have a wonderful season of
Thank you,
celebrating.
Commissioner. Merry Christmas to you. Take care.
Merry Christmas.
Your sweet smile is warmer than the sun in the sky. The light in your eyes makes my world come alive. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy is in the air, alright. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Ooh, it's such a beautiful life. I'll be here for you. You'll be there for me. Oh, it feels so good to help somebody. It's nothing but joy. Feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy's upon you and I. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy makes such a beautiful life.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing.
were located in an area where the Guadalupe had come right in between the two camps, and we were right in the midst of where there was quite a bit of damage and loss of life. Most first responders see over 188 tragedies, and it's just a lot for people to go through, to experience in their lives. Not only are they experiencing those things, they're still showing up, working these long hours in the heat. We just want to be there to be available for them so that they have a place to share. Governor Greg Abbott was there to do a press conference and to give some words of hope to the community. So it was good to be able to speak with some of the media and be able to counsel them, pray with them, and just talk to them about some of the things that they've seen and gone through over the last several days. If you'd like to help us with our efforts here in Texas, you can either call 1-800-SAL-ARMY or go to helpsalvationarmy.org.
Hi, I'm Commissioner Merle Heatwall. The holidays remind us of the power of giving. Every bell you ring, every dollar you donate, every meal you deliver, and every hour you spend volunteering helps us meet the needs of families who are struggling. By volunteering to ring with your local Salvation Army, you can change the lives of those in need in your own neighborhood, not just during Christmas, but all year long. Visit registertoring.com and sign up today. Let's give with joy and make this holiday season brighter for everyone. Merry Christmas. Hi, I'm Commissioner Merle Heatwall. The holidays remind us of the power of giving. Every bell you ring, every dollar you donate, every meal you deliver, and every hour you spend volunteering helps us meet the needs of families who are struggling. Last year, with your help, the Salvation Army reached nearly 28 million people with essentials and hope. This year, we need you again. Time is a gift, and it's yours to give. By volunteering at your local Salvation Army, you can change the lives of those in need in your own neighborhood, not just during Christmas, but all year long. Visit SalvationArmyUSA.org and sign up to volunteer with your local Salvation Army today. Let's give with joy and fill this holiday season with hope. Merry Christmas!
Giving back brings joy. Spread joy this Christmas season by ringing the bell for Salvation Army. You can get connected at SalvationArmyUSA.org. I'm going red kettlebell ringing this Christmas. What are you doing to do the most good?
In the quiet town of Bethlehem, over 2,000 years ago, a miraculous event took place. It was a night like no other, a night that would change the course of history forever. Mary and Joseph, a young couple chosen by God, were traveling to Bethlehem, the city of David. Mary was with child, carrying the Son of God. The angel reassured Mary, saying, "Do not be afraid, for you have found favor with God." In a nearby field, shepherds were visited by an angel, shining with the Lord's glory. The angel reassured them, "Do not be afraid, for I bring you good news of great joy. Tonight in Bethlehem, a Savior has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord." As we reflect upon this miraculous birth, let us turn our hearts to the mission of the Salvation Army during this sacred season. The Salvation Army, inspired by the love and compassion of Jesus Christ, continues to serve those in need. During this special time of year, they bring hope to the hopeless, comfort to the hurting, and warmth to the cold. To all those who have been touched by the Salvation Army's kindness, we extend a special invitation for you to join us. You are not alone. We welcome you to find your local Salvation Army and become part of a caring community that extends the love of Jesus to those who need it most. This Christmas season, let us remember the true meaning of this special time.
Well, welcome back, and we are very grateful to have with us this afternoon Allison DeMarcus from Miss Volunteer America, the founder and organizer of that program. And Allison, tell us a little bit about why this partnership with the Salvation Army is so important to your organization.
Why is the partnership so important to your organization?
Okay, right now? Okay. Hey everybody, Miss Volunteer America and the Salvation Army's partnership is so very important because we have young women across the country who are sorting angel tree donations, they are ringing the red kettle bells, and they are doing all kinds of wonderful things with the Salvation Army, whether it's raising money or volunteering their time, but they are doing the most good in their communities. And there is nothing we love seeing more than these young women and state title holders and local title holders being a part of the Salvation Army, because it warms my heart every time I see them volunteering in their local communities.
And Lauren and Kennedy, share with Allison anything that you would want her to know about how important this has been to you as well.
You know, Allison has really created this whole thing, and so really being a product of this movement of working with the Salvation Army has truly been so incredible and instrumental in the Miss Volunteer America program. Like she said, we are getting so many young women involved. We are raising the next generation of service leaders and just world leaders. So it's really incredible to see not only the work that we are doing in our community, how it's impacting those around us, but how it's also shaping the next generation of women to come.
And
Okay, hey, Miss Allison, I just wanted to say, hey, I think you're the coolest person on the planet. So to talk to you right now is so cool. But I'm just so thankful you saw something in the Salvation Army. I mean, there's tons of partnerships that we could have had, but the Salvation Army has brought so much hope to my life. And I've seen it firsthand with the Angel Train Express all across my state, too. So thank you for believing in that partnership and helping us to pursue the Salvation Army, because it truly is providing hope everywhere.
And Allison, just tell us a little bit about the organization and what you hope to accomplish across the country through the work of Miss Volunteer America.
With the Miss Volunteer America organization, we are trying to get more and more young women involved in serving their communities. That's the acronym SERVE, which stands for Scholarship, Education, Responsibility, Volunteerism, and Empowerment, because every single participant has to have a personal platform and they have to have a personal campaign and cause that they support. And if they don't have something that they already volunteer for, then we have a wonderful partner in the Salvation Army that we want all of them to participate in and volunteer for. And that's what we want to do, is far beyond any type of a pageant or competition. We want them to know how to be better stewards and champions in their communities, because that's what's important, is making sure that they leave their stamp and their mark on their communities and making sure that they leave their communities a better place than when they entered them.
Well, Allison, we are so grateful for having this partnership with you. And earlier, Lauren and Kennedy both shared their own platforms of how they want to make a difference within their communities. And Lauren, you also talked a little bit about trying to get other new chapters started. Tell us a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, so like I said before, the state of Utah, where I'm originally from, is one that the Salvation Army isn't very prominent, but there is a need. And so I really do think that the minuscule details that you are.
We currently have our national Miss Volunteer America 2026, Lauren Salambini. She is from Utah, and she's in Washington, D.C., ringing the bell as we speak. I'm here in Nashville, but she's in Washington, D.C., even though she's from Utah. She's flown across the country to make sure that she's ringing the bell here for the Commander's Challenge today.
Trying to serve in any way you can, but also using them as a resource. If you know someone, if you see someone that needs help, really bringing them back to the Salvation Army, whether that's utilities bill, whether that's food, or whether that's simply a Christmas for their children. There are so many ways that you can get involved as a servant, as a volunteer, or as a product of the Salvation Army as well.
Well, thank you very much, Lauren. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Kennedy. We have had a wonderful time this afternoon.
Thank you guys so much for having us.
About the opportunities.
Be sure and give this holiday
season.
season. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. God bless you.
Your sweet smile is warmer than the sun in the sky. light in your eyes makes my world come alive. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy is in the air, alright. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Ooh, it's such a beautiful life. I'll be here for you. You'll be there for me. Oh, it feels so good to help somebody. It's nothing but joy. Feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy is upon you and I. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy makes such a beautiful life.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing.
Hi, my name is Natalia. My family from Ukraine. Because I need to start over, like again. I need to learn English. I need think about my future, my kids, and this is so hard because this is new country, new culture, new language. And I remember this time when we look at apartment for rent for us. We have two choices. We have a big apartment and this is but far away from school. And I love this apartment. But my mom say, we find another apartment for you because this is close to school. This is first floor. This is nice for your kids. I was very sad. But now I know God have some plan about our family. I meet my neighbor and she told me about some program Salvation Army. I think this is nice start for me, and when I tell Pamela I want to be volunteer at school, she say me, oh, I can help you with this, and she told me about program Pathway of Hope. And first time I think this is not possible because look at me. I don't speak English, and this is like some problem. And I remember this time when we make a resume for me, and Pamela tell to my son, "Don't worry, Max, we find for your mom nice job." And I say, "Oh no, maybe this is his joke." I don't believe this. On May 2022, I got my teacher assistant license, and on August 2022, I start work teacher assistant and school. Pathway of Hope give me a lot because this is give me a lot support, spiritual, emotional. I know about God love me, and God now about me, and He know He can help me. These people who come to church, these people are happy, and I saw how much they love God. I saw how they share this love, and I wanna the same. And I tell Pamela, I love this church. I wanna, like you, tell about Jesus, tell about God, tell about and help another people. When I start work at school, this is so hard for kids. Kids have some emotional trauma. Their family like running, I don't know, running from Ukraine because the UNICEF say, we have 20 minutes. We have just 20 minutes. Take like clothes, put in the suitcase, and we sit in the car and we go to Poland because this is close to us. And they say me, I leave a lot my toys in my country. It is so hard for them because this is new country, new language, new rules in school, and I know God sent me to this school because I just one Ukrainian woman who work at school who speak Ukrainian, and I know you so hard for us because I remember my time, but use this you at safe. I know you miss a lot about because this Ukraine, this is your country, but you need be brave, and I tell you every time God love you, and it's so hard for kids. But now it's like one years ago, I these kids is loving this school because new friends, new opportunity, yes, and this is nice. And this summer, I was tutoring for Ukrainian kids 3 times a week, 3 hours. I come to Salvation Army and I have some classes for Ukrainian kids. And I wanna tell you, I wanna come back to this apartment. When I look at 4 years ago, I know God have some plan for me because he met me with my neighbor. She tell me about Salvation Army, and in Salvation Army I meet with a lot of new friends, and I meet with new women, and I know a lot about God. And every time when I come back home, I just pray and say, you know what I need to do, just help me, stay with me. Now I love God. This is like movie for me because I cannot believe I did this. This is 1 year. This is big jump for me. And now I am soldier Salvation Army. And I'm so proud of this because every time when people ask me about I need help, I say, okay, I'm soldier Salvation Army. If you need some help, I can help you.
And I'm glad to introduce the next guest that we have with us today, and that is Claude Harriott, who is with the NFL Players Association. And Claude, tell us a little bit about why you're involved with the Salvation Army.
Well, first, thank you for having me. Reason why we're involved because NFLPA, and we love giving back and helping others. Myself personally, I come from immigrant parents. I was born in Jamaica, and we came to America, and all I ever saw my dad and my mom do is give back. My dad's a preacher. My mom's a school teacher who retired after 52 years. So that's been embedded in me. I had no choice.
And that's wonderful. And we're so grateful for players across the country who are getting involved with the Salvation Army and just doing wonderful things. And so we thank you on behalf of all of them for what they're doing.
Yes, for sure. Now, when this was brought to us by Miss Amy up in Baltimore as an opportunity to get involved with Salvation Army, knowing that you give back to the homeless, knowing that you give back to those in need, and helping and sponsoring kids and people who are going without, especially this time of year when it seems a little harder, this is what we want to be a part of.
Well, we're going to take a little break with another video, but we're going to come back in just a moment with another story of how people are making a difference within their local community.
Perfect.
The light in your eyes makes my world come alive. I'm feeling joy, joy makes such a beautiful life.
Well, we're now thankful to welcome Major Chris Woods and to talk about a special program in your local community. Chris, tell us about Carl's cabin there in your community.
Good to see you tonight, Commissioner. This is Carl's Cabin in Plymouth, Michigan. And Carl's is an iconic location. At Christmas time, they're serving over 1,000 people today because it's Christmas time in Plymouth. And so Carl's has been a vital part of our community for a long time and a vital part of the Salvation Army. And one of the owners of this place grew up playing basketball and using our recreation facilities. So we've always had a close connection. But Carl's is giving back to the Salvation Army today by asking every one of their patrons to make a gift to the Salvation Army because of what we've been able to do in the community, but also because Carl's has depended on the community to carry them through losing this place, a complete fire, and having to keep their staff and everybody together, and the community has rallied around. Carl's is functioning once again. And I have with me Leslie Parker, who's one of the managers here, and she's representing Carl's Cabin and all the great work that they do in this community.
Well, thank you. Leslie, tell us a little bit about why this is important to the owner of Carl's Cabin and why he's giving back in this way.
I'm going to have to tell her because she's not able to hear you. Why is this important to Carl's Cabin and giving back to the community?
Yeah, so when we were closed for the renovation for the fire, the community really rallied around us and really stuck to us and cheered us on to get back to it. So we take every opportunity to give back to the community in multiple different ways, and helping the Salvation Army is just one of those wonderful ways.
Well, please express our thanks for what you are doing there in that community. And Major Woods, tell us a little bit about what the Salvation Army does in that community.
Well, Plymouth is a western suburban community of Detroit, and we live in a rather affluent area, but in our area we have a great need. And we have over 300 children that are needing help at Christmas. We're very actively involved in working with families in long-term care, keeping them from falling over that edge into complete hopelessness, and working with the programs of the Salvation Army to keep their bills paid, keep their utilities going, help with food, help with clothing and toys at Christmas. Anything we can with a pathway of hope to make a difference so that they don't end up in a crisis situation where they're homeless.
Well, we are so grateful for what you're doing, Major Woods, and for Carl's Cabin and the staff there. We just hope that you have a wonderful event this evening and that there's a tremendous outpouring of support for the Salvation Army in your area. Have a wonderful Christmas. God bless you both.
Amen.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hi, I'm Commissioner Merle Heatwall. The holidays remind us of the power of giving. Every bell you ring, every dollar you donate, every meal you deliver, and every hour you spend volunteering helps us meet the needs of families who are struggling. Last year, with your help, the Salvation Army reached nearly 28 million people with essentials and hope. This year, we need you again. Time is a gift, and it's yours to give. By volunteering at your local Salvation Army, you can change the lives of those in need in your own neighborhood, not just during Christmas, but all year long. Visit SalvationArmyUSA.org and sign up to volunteer with your local Salvation Army today. Let's give with joy and fill this holiday season with hope. Merry Christmas.
In the quiet town of Bethlehem, over 2,000 years ago, a miraculous event took place. It was a night like no other, a night that would change the course of history forever. Mary and Joseph, a young couple chosen by God, were traveling to Bethlehem, the city of David. Mary was with child, carrying the Son of God. The angel reassured Mary, saying, "Do not be afraid, for you have found favor with God." In a nearby field, shepherds were visited by an angel, shining with the Lord's glory. The angel reassured them, "Do not be afraid, for I bring you good news of great joy. Tonight in Bethlehem, a Savior has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord." As we reflect upon this miraculous birth, let us turn our hearts to the mission of the Salvation Army during this sacred season. The Salvation Army inspired by the love and compassion of Jesus Christ, continues to serve those in need. During this special time of year, they bring hope to the hopeless, comfort to the hurting, and warmth to the cold. To all those who have been touched by the Salvation Army's kindness, we extend a special invitation for you to join us. You are not alone. We welcome you to find your local Salvation Army and become part of a caring community that extends the love of Jesus to those who need it most. This Christmas season, let us remember the true meaning of this special time.
Well, welcome back, everyone. And Claude and I are happy to welcome to our midst Major
Merry
Steve
Christmas.
Tarnoux, who also is affiliated
Hello.
with working with the
Hi.
NFLPA in the Baltimore
that's
area. And we're going to
Merry Christmas.
give
How are
Major
you?
Tarnoux just a little bit of an opportunity here to tell us about what's happening there in Baltimore.
Penguinos. Quack. 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 That's pretty good. We should go quack. I don't know the language yet. We are honored to follow Claude Harriet from the NFL PA and DC chapter, who has been instrumental in growing our new partnership with the NFL PA here in Baltimore. Our relationship with the NFL PA began here in Baltimore late summer when we invited some of their members to come out and play in our golf outing. Both the Baltimore and DC chapters showed up. Claude and Chuck both supported us by promoting the outing throughout their new networks. And they came out to play, and we do appreciate that. Several members, former football players from as far as Pennsylvania and Northern Virginia showed up as well. They teamed up with some of our foursomes and shared stories of their time on the field and off the field. So many of our friends at the NFLPA are very involved in their communities and right here in Baltimore, they volunteer, they contribute financially and partner with us to spread love and light to our neighbors in need. Together, we have raised money, we've grown meaningful relationships and expanding our feeding program in West Baltimore through the passion and commitment of our very own football stars who we now call friends. What I've found in my interactions with these former sports heroes of ours is their commitment and determination to making a difference in our community truly aligns with our missions. And I truly encourage our colleagues throughout the Salvation Army to connect with your local NFLPA chapter today. Commissioner, what a great evening to be out here. It's truly a blessing to see so many well-wishers of the Salvation Army come here to help raise money for our community.
Well, thank you very much, Major. We're glad you were able to join us today. And Claude, I know that the president of the Baltimore chapter, he wanted to be with us, but tell us a little bit about the tragedy that he faced today.
Thank you. But Brother Chuck, he lost his mother a couple of weeks ago. So our hearts and our prayers go out to Brother Chuck. And the going home service was yesterday. So he wished he really could be a part of this, but as you know, a lot of family encouragement that he's doing and being strong for them right now.
Well, please express our condolences to him. We know how difficult it is to lose your mom, and that we just know that it's important for him to be with a family right now, and thank him for all that he does do throughout the year for supporting the Salvation Army.
Definitely. Now, one of the things that Brother Chuck and I, we are able to do with the golf tournament, and Brother Sheed, I love the beard, so great job on the beard. I had to do some work and get some tips from you on that. But at the golf tournament. We had some foursomes, and it was a great day. It was a beautiful day. And we were out there for maybe 5 or 6 hours.
Oh,
We had a
wonderful.
great, I chased my ball a lot. Thank God I had a few extra balls in the back that kept me in the game.
That's right.
But it was a good time. It was for a worthy cause.
How
And
many
that's what a
times
lot
have
of
you heard
former
that
NFL
before?
players
Many
we're
times,
involved out on the field, but we also keep it going even when we're
God
done
bless you.
being on the
Merry
football
Christmas
field
to
playing the
you.
game. But it's just love giving it back.
Well, we appreciate all that you're doing and all the encouragement that you're giving
Yes.
to Salvation Army units both in Baltimore and across the country here in DC as well. And we just thank you for the work that you as an organization are doing to give back to communities all across this country.
Definitely, definitely. We love partnering with those who want to do good work, and Salvation Army does good work. So we're happy to be a part
Well,
of it.
thank you very much for being with us this afternoon, Claude. I hope that you and your family have a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you as well. God bless.
Your sweet smile is warmer than the sun in the sky. The light in your eyes makes my world come alive. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy is in the air, alright. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Ooh, it's such a beautiful life. I'll be here for you. You'll be there for me. Oh, it feels so good to help somebody. It's nothing but joy. Feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy's upon you and I. I'm feeling joy, feeling joy. Joy makes such a beautiful life.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing.
Well, thank you again, everyone who's participated in the National Commanders Kettle Challenge this Christmas season. We thank you for your support, for the work that you're doing within your local communities, and we just pray God's blessing upon you throughout this Christmas season. Have a very Merry Christmas.